God knows when something glorious in the future necessitates something difficult in the present, because he knows the glory will be worth it. God will risk being misunderstood. This kind of has been the theme the past few days with these sayings. When we're going through difficult times, we often misunderstand why we're going through them. We often think God is punishing us. We did something wrong, wondering what we did wrong. When the fact of the matter is, God uses trials to refine us, to build us back stronger, to show us our need for Him. And when God sees that something glorious in the future going on, it necessitates something difficult in the present. Just because you're suffering now does not mean you're going to suffer forever. And I can tell you what, many times after your suffering is over, many times breakthroughs in some way, shape, or form happen. And I think it's important we discuss this issue. You probably are all tired of hearing it, but the fact of the matter is, I think it's important for us to be reminded of it, because I see so many people going through trials and suffering and everything else on here, and I think people need to be reminded that God is not punishing them, He's refining them. And, a big problem is everybody's taught this peaches and cream life where there's no suffering, no trials, no persecution, no anything else. No. And you know what? Like I said, it doesn't work like that. The big problem why we have that mentality is because people have taught it to us. We have churches that have taught it to us, We've raised children thinking that. Oh, everything's going to be perfect. No, everything's not always perfect, and it's high time people start realizing that. But here's the thing. When you suffer, you will, 9 times out of 10, after you're suffering, major breakthroughs come. They're coming your way. Endure. You will get through this. If you don't feel as you can get through it, God is going to help you get through it. He'll risk being misunderstood. He can handle it when you're frustrated, upset, everything else. He can totally handle it when you're mad, when you're wondering what you did wrong, when you're crying at night. He can handle it. And He's with you. He'll never leave you, never will forsake you. Even at your lowest points, He definitely won't. In fact, at your lowest points, you ought to be clinging to Him harder. Y'all have a great and blessed day. I love you.